It's my pleasure to be here with all of you this morning. I first want to thank City Council President Jack Young for being here, Councilman Brandon Scott, Councilwoman Helen Holton, Councilwoman Sharon Middleton, Councilwoman Ricky Spector, Councilman Carl Stokes is making his way. I also want to thank the many members of the union and organized labor who are with us as well. So thank you for joining me to celebrate another step forward as we strive to grow Baltimore by 10,000 families over the next 10 years. We're joined by our partners from Wells Fargo Bank, NeighborWorks America, Neighborhood Housing Services of Baltimore, all of whom are joined with us as we announce an outstanding partnership called the Wells Fargo CityLIFT Home Ownership Incentive Program. The Wells Fargo CityLIFT program will provide $4.5 million in down payment and in closing assistance to potential homeowners in Baltimore. This program will aid 300 families with $15,000 in assistance to buy a home in Baltimore City. And for that, I say thank you very much. CityLIFT creates new opportunities for families and will support growth in our neighborhoods. And I want to thank all of our partners who are here today. Andy Bertamini, Regional President of Wells Fargo Bank, and an incredible partner to have. Deborah Boatwright, Northeast Regional Director for NeighborWorks America. Dan Ellis, Executive Director of Neighborhood Housing Services of Baltimore. And Bert Hash, the President of NECU. Thank you. Thank you all for bringing the Wells Fargo CityLIFT program to Baltimore City. I also want to acknowledge the many individuals in my administration that have been helpful in making this happen. They work to develop market-based solutions to remove blight and connect families with wonderful homes in great neighborhoods. Our Housing Commissioner, Paul Graziano. Thank you. Deputy Commissioner Ken Strong is here somewhere. I want to thank Councilman Jim Kraft for being here with us today. Michael Guy, Director of the Office of Home Ownership, has been helpful, as well as Deborah Moore Carter. Where's Deborah? I know Deborah's around here somewhere. There you are, hiding in the background.
Julie Day.
Julie Day helps out occasionally. Thank you very much. You're playing the role of Braverman today. Steve Gondel from Live Baltimore, Mark Sisman from Healthy Neighborhoods, representatives from the Maryland Department of Housing and Community Development, representatives of the HUD Certified Housing Counseling Agencies. They've played an incredibly important role in the supportive role in the Wells Fargo CityLIFT program, as well as our city employees and community stakeholders who are here. I want to thank each and every one of you for your commitment to our city and for working so hard to make this an incentive program that really speaks to the needs of Baltimore. So when Wells Fargo Bank first approached the city about this partnership, we were very, very excited. However, in other cities, the CityLIFT program was launched with a major event, usually at a convention center. Something like that takes months to organize. We didn't want to wait months. I don't think any of us feel that we have months to wait. We wanted to get moving right away, and here we are. Wells Fargo has agreed to allocate $1 million for the first 3 months of the CityLIFT program, as well as so eligible families don't have to wait. They can apply today. Our partners will explain how to do that shortly. We're still going to plan a big, event at the convention center, and it'll be April 5th and 6th, where many families can come and learn about the program. Another request we made is that the CityLIFT program allow city, state, and community-based home ownership incentives to be used to complement Wells Fargo's $15,000 incentive. The combination and the layering of these incentives will help focus these home ownership opportunities and support important initiatives that we already have going on in the city, such as Vacants to Value, Baltimore City employee home ownership programs, as well as healthy neighborhoods. It's so important that we decided not to work in silos. We're so much better, and we can get so much more when we work together and figure out how to layer and how to complement the work, because it really works to provide the incentives as we intend. Focusing our resources as opposed to spreading them thin across the city will result in stronger communities, and it's a sustainable model. And now, before I turn it over to Andy, I want to end where I began, which is 2013 promised to be the best year ever to buy a home in Baltimore City. We have great values in beautiful neighborhoods. We have historically low interest rates for mortgages, and thanks to Vacants to Value initiatives, we have fabulous renovated homes in Baltimore with strong markets like those in our healthy neighborhoods, and I want to thank those partners as well. We have an array of city, state, and community-based incentives already available to homeowners. And last year, we were at an event where a woman bragged about bringing over $40,000 to the table in incentives when she purchased her home. She was raised from a mother who, from a culture that wasn't it wasn't a democracy. So when her mother heard of all of the incentives, she was incredibly suspicious and told her don't get her hopes up, because when she got to the table, she didn't believe that those incentives were going to be there. But when she presented her mother with the keys, she was able to convince her mother that things can be different in our country, and certainly in Baltimore. So I'm very, very proud of the way that we have already have a track record of being able to combine these incentives to provide a real door, a real pathway to home ownership for so many. And I'm really pleased that with this work, we will be able to continue. We have the enthusiastic cheerleading and information programs that are available through Live Baltimore. Thank you very much. Keep up the good work. And now, on top of all of those things, we have the Wells Fargo CityLIFT program offering tremendous incentives for families to become homeowners for the first time, or to move up within the city, or to relocate to the city. These, the new homeowners, will help us sustain and will help us grow the population of Baltimore for our greater good. So thank you for everyone who had a hand in making this possible. And now I would like to bring up from Wells Fargo, Andy Bertamini.
Thank you so much, Madam Mayor, and it is such a pleasure to be here today. I'm so excited. As mentioned, my name is Andy Bertamini. I am the Regional President for Wells Fargo here in Maryland. You know, Wells Fargo cares about the communities we serve. We're focused on helping Baltimore become more successful and supporting Mayor Rawlings-Blake's initiative to increase Baltimore households by 10,000 in 10 years. Wells Fargo is also America's largest mortgage lender. We generate approximately 1 of every 3 mortgages in the nation. As one of the nation's largest community banks, we feel a commitment to serve the communities we operate, and similar to many communities across the country, we have seen how our community, Baltimore, has been deeply affected by the economy. That's why we're committing to do even more here in Baltimore. The CityLIFT program, which is modeled after our program Neighborhood Lift, is designed to promote home ownership in struggling neighborhoods, which includes providing down payment assistance, homebuyer education, and homebuyer support. CityLIFT and its predecessor Neighborhood Lift programs are the first of their kind in the banking industry. Through both programs, Wells Fargo will bring more than $170 million of down payment assistance, housing counselor support, local grants, as well as homebuyer support and education to 20 cities in need of help across the country. Baltimore is the 16th city in the nation to participate. Now, Wells Fargo, we know that in spite of low interest rates, saving up the down payment can be the biggest barrier to home ownership for hardworking families. Down payment assistance of $15,000 makes home ownership immediately more available and more affordable. It makes a difference in the amount of the borrower's monthly payment. Our $4.5 million commitment to the City of Baltimore paves the way here for 300 new homeowners. Our national partner, NeighborWorks America, through their extensive network of local affiliates here in Baltimore, Neighborhood Housing Services, assures that the funds are administered locally in every community by trusted nonprofit organizations, and that every homeowner coming through CityLIFT is a prepared homeowner. We look forward to our Baltimore CityLIFT having the same success, no, actually having more success than many of our prior cities. It is an honor to be here today, and thank you, Madam Mayor.
Thank you. Now I'd like to bring to the podium Ms. Boatwright from NeighborWorks America. Thank you very much. Thank you.
It's a great day here in Baltimore. I want to thank Mayor Rawlings-Blake and Wells Maryland President Bernamini. Thank you so much. Wells Fargo has been a tremendous partner, as well as all of the folks here in Baltimore. NeighborWorks is so proud to be a part of this incredible opportunity for people who are interested in buying homes in the great city of Baltimore. Achieving successful homeownership is not just about qualifying for a mortgage and finding a dream home. It's also about knowing how to navigate the home buying process, what to expect once you become a homeowner, and having a trusted advisor to turn to when questions come up. And that's where NeighborWorks America comes in. NeighborWorks America is a national nonprofit organization established by Congress. We've helped people to achieve long-term sustainable home ownership for the past 35 years. And we do this through our network of nonprofit affiliates in all 50 states, of which NHS of Baltimore is one of them. Individuals who qualify for quality homeownership education according to national standards and who facilitate access to affordable loan products and programs. These are our network of 236 organizations across the country. Wells Fargo knows that a prepared homeownership is a successful homeownership, and that successful homeownership builds secure neighborhoods and revitalize communities, and that's our shared goal. We've worked with Wells Fargo to bring LIFT to cities throughout the country over the last year, and the excitement LIFT generates at each stop has been extraordinary, and I've had a great time in working with your team of people at Wells Fargo. That is because of the involvement of local elected officials and local partners. So again, thank you, Mayor Rawlings-Blake, and the Baltimore City Department of Housing and Community Development for bringing CityLIFT to Baltimore and for making this special opportunity right now at the start of a new year to do homeownership right. $15,000 down payment makes a big difference.
Yes.
And if you're ready to close on your home in the next few months, your monthly payment has just gotten significantly lower. You will have more money to put aside to maintain and improve your new home. And if buying a home is your goal for 2013, you can start by signing up for the 8-hour homeownership education class so that you can start the path to homeownership the right way and begin to qualify for the $15,000 down payment assistance. You do not have to live in Baltimore now to take advantage of CityLIFT, but you do need to purchase within the city limits. And buying in the city of Baltimore makes sense. It's a great city with a great future. A city that is truly investing in its neighborhoods, and you can definitely be part of it. So here, with the Baltimore CityLIFT down payment grant, will be administered by our local NeighborWorks affiliate, NHS of Baltimore, and Dan Ellis, Executive Director, is here to tell you all about it. Thank you, Dan.
Thank you. I'd like to begin by thanking Mayor Rawlings-Blake for her tremendous leadership in setting the goal that housing matters in Baltimore. and that we are a city that has a tremendous opportunity and potential to grow. So we're proud of that. We're proud to be a partner with Baltimore City in that, and thank you for your leadership. I also want to thank Andy Bertamini and the team at Wells Fargo for putting together such an innovative program and for investing resources into our city. It is one of the best programs that I have seen put together, and thank you for providing the leadership here in Maryland, and thank you to your team nationally for having the insight and the willingness to invest in Baltimore. Thank you. And I'd like to thank Deborah Boatwright and the team at NeighborWorks America for providing the support to design a program and to bring it here to Baltimore, and for allowing us to be a partner with you in that. Thank you, Deborah. NHS has a proud history working in the city of Baltimore since 1974. And during that time, supporting home ownership has been the hallmark of what we are about. And one thing that we've learned in that time is that home ownership can make the difference to strengthen a neighborhood. So home ownership can make that difference in your neighborhood. We are proud to be a partner in this CityLIFT program. So a couple of the details about the program that everybody wants to hear. The CityLIFT program is a $15,000 forgivable loan program. If someone remains in their home for 5 years, there is no repayment ever. The program is for people earning up to 120% of the area median income, which for a family of 4 in Baltimore is $102,700, which means it is accessible for many of our current and future residents in Baltimore. In order to qualify for the program, it is required that you participate in an 8-hour housing counseling program. Housing counseling prepares you for home ownership and helps you to be successful, because Wells Fargo believes in and NeighborWorks believes in preparing people for success in home ownership. So working with any HUD-certified housing counseling agency in Baltimore is a requirement of the program. You also need to work through a participating lender for this program. The loan can come through a number of institutions, but they need to be a participating partner in the program. And for those of you who have a house under contract in Baltimore and may have interest in the program, go to our website at www.nhsbaltimore.org and receive all of the information about the program, and to see if you qualify to schedule an eligibility appointment. So in order to participate in this program, you schedule an appointment through our website. Again, that address is www.nhsbaltimore.org, and schedule a time with us to come see us and determine if you're eligible for this program. For many people who have dreamed of owning a home in Baltimore, CityLIFT provides the vehicle to make that dream a reality. And so we invite you all to come and join us in this journey of home ownership. Please visit our website at www.nhsbaltimore.org to learn more. Thank you all. Thank you, Mayor, for your leadership, and we appreciate your commitment to Baltimore. Thank you.
Again, thank you all for coming. I want to thank Senator McFadden for being here. I know that I saw Gail here on behalf of Councilwoman Holton, and I'm saving the best for last. I know you think I'd look right at you and forgot to introduce our comptroller. So if any of you ever wonder if taking cold medicine impacts your work performance, it does. So I apologize, but I saved the best for last. So thank you for being here. So, any questions on housing program? We'll do those first, and then we'll allow, not you, Ricky, from the press, and then we'll break up, and then we'll do off-topic questions.
Can you tell us what neighborhoods we're talking about?
Throughout the city, citywide.
I mean, is there a place where we can find out which neighborhood? I mean, people want to know.
Well, anywhere in the city.
Anywhere in
You
the
can
city.
buy a house in any
Anywhere in the
neighborhood.
city.
I thought it was targeted, but it's not targeted.
We have other targeted programs, and we made sure that we could use this program with those other ones. So it's not, you know, how you can have a coupon and you can only use one at a time. You can use all of them.
So you can go to Guilford, Road Park, you can go anywhere.
If you meet the terms, yes. But if you go to a healthy neighborhood, you can use the incentives that are available already through healthy neighborhoods, and you can layer on this new $15,000 incentive.
What about the people who are reluctant to buy in the city because of property taxes?
Well, things like these incentives that aren't available everywhere, help level the playing field. And that work combined with the work that we're already doing in our efforts to target property tax reduction for homeowners, we're getting there. We're making real progress, and I intend, and I know my colleagues intend to continue.